like the mayor, right? And I'm supposed to give speeches, and I'm supposed to cut ribbons. I'm supposed to do all those things. Hello. I'm supposed to have better PAs. Hello, are you there? Can you hear me? Yeah. So, hello. I don't know if am I missing something? So this is the official reopening of the Surf and Turf Skateboard Park in the city of Greenfield. So people that know me know that I'm prone to chatter, and I actually wrote down a speech. I don't know why this is cutting out on me. I actually wrote a speech so that I could limit. And I don't usually write speeches. I usually just kind of wing it, and everybody goes, "Yay!" You know. We're here today to celebrate an archaeological discovery that happened 12, 13, 14 years ago. It's been a long time already. Many of the people that are sitting on the stage, when the turf was found and they came out, you saw them on the news, right? With shovels and buckets, and they started skating the turf. And there was a call to save the turf. Remember that? Save the turf, save the turf. And we tried to save the turf, and then things happened. DOT restrictions happened. We had to buy the land, had to get this, had to do that. COVID happened. All sorts of things happened. It took forever to get this going, right? Some of the folks, there's one guy, I've been mayor for 20 years now, which is amazing. And that happened about 10, 12 years ago. And at that point in time, a lot of stuff happens when you're a mayor, right? And you can imagine, right? Nothing that I have done before or since has matched the amount of emails, telephone calls, you name it, when that event occurred. And I was always a water skier my whole life. I'd prefer to hit water than concrete. I was a barefooter, actually pretty good. Can't do anything anymore. But a whole bunch of people stayed with it and reminded me how important this was. This was the Lambeau Field of skateboard parks. This was the Mecca, right? And as I stood, and I got here at 6 in the morning because I want to make sure everything's perfect because I'm anal sometimes. Not always, right, Jennifer? That's my girl. I'm really messy, and she's always on me. So. But it's morning, and if you watch that driveway down there, you see just people coming. It's like they're walking through the desert that they've traveled, and some of you folks have traveled from a very long way to be here today, right? But there's a pilgrimage back to the turf, and it's just so heartwarming for me. So I want to thank all of you for coming here. I want to thank all of you for making this the kind of special place that it truly is. It's not just a bunch of concrete, it's all of you people, right? All right. So building the turf, you think it's like, oh, it's just a bunch of skateboard, it's just a bunch of concrete, what's it going to take, what's it going to take? I can tell you that it takes a lot, and I can't do everybody thinks the mayor, he can do anything, he's the mayor. It's a really cool title, don't get me wrong, but I can't do anything by myself without really good people behind me. But it was clear from that day forward and every year subsequent that saving the turf was a priority. They were the council, the committee, the whatever, the watchdogs, the quality control, this is the history, whatever it was. These folks, and I'd like to, if you can just raise your hand when I rattle off your name. Bob Petoskey, who did a heck of a job filling in for me on Fox 6. I thank you so much because I hate being on TV. Carl, also known as Cheater Carl, Urbania. Donnie Dubinsky over there. Jerome Urbania. And I have to give credit where credit is due. All the tile that you see on here is really cut in concrete. Jerome did that by hand. with a stencil. He also put the logo on the capsule with somebody skating right over his head. Right above him. Joel Sharshevsky. That's him. Joel Schneider. John Newman. Len Benning. Marty Elridge. Mike Kashan. Our official historian, Peter D'Antoni. Rusty Joe Medro. And Sam Hintz. There's also two other folks.
What's the
that
wheelbase?
worked on the council that if they ever...
Look at this guy right here.
Yes, Sam.
Give it up for this mayor right here. Mayor Mike. He's one of our guys. We're over at the Fin and Feather hanging out. He's one of us. He's got the passion. What I like to say is, his quote is, he wants to make this town better, Greenfield better. And by doing that, and by supporting this park, he made the whole county better. He's gathered all these people to our sacred grounds, the Turf Skatepark, and thank you very much, Mayor Mike.
That wasn't necessary. Thank you, Sam.
Yes, Sam.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot. We have one more special guest here.
Donnie.
From Sacred Order. I don't know if anybody remembers Sacred Order, the band. Donnie's gotten smaller. Donnie was the very first skateboarder to skate the turf when it opened. All right. Can somebody do the countdown? Mark, you got it. Ready?
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We saved the turf!
Right in the Holy Land, 18 skaters into minivans, pack them in and fucking hit the gas. Atlanta's rolling up some killer hash. We picked up Bobby and we get back on the road, 'cause Robbie Russo's in the fucking zone. Chungus drums are going to explode. Let's hit the bottle shop and we'll reload. Hell right in the Holy Land, mixing concrete with cement and sand, snapping ollies like a rubber band, slappy session to the minivan. Rainy, Drew, Frank, Tony, Grant, Taylor, Johnny, Peter, Pat, Lana, Robbie, Fanner, the only one that ever truly understands, Captain Stranger in the Holy Land. Abandoned pools were skated at the Dead Sea. We met this fool, he called himself security. We crossed the border and we went over to Turkey. I can't believe they really call this shit is working. Hell right in the Holy Land. Hell right in the Holy Land. Hell right in the showed up at the session, but he's skating and he's slamming at the camera. Morpher climbs around to get the perfect angle. Me and Julian are chilling, just relaxing. Frank is yapping on about Bud Branson. Hell right in the Holy Land. Concreting cement and sand, connecting biogeometric sections with intergalactic vibrations. Hell right in the Holy Land. 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 Skating in circles, triangle, square, connecting the angles, releasing the fear. Skate like a phoenix, rising up from the ashes. As above is related, so below the reaction. Hell right in the Holy Land. 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 We cross the border to Egypt. On the Dead Sea we float, forever believing. We drink the blood of a goat. Hell right in the Holy Land. Skating with the Israelis. Understanding aggression. Commence the heated session. skateboard and a backpack, weaving through the traffic, pushing up the downhills, trying to punch the cheap pills, cruising down the boulevard, dropping to a dive bar. Gonna do it my way, as we speed down the highway, charging like a freight train, I like I'm on cocaine, adrenaline in my bloodstream, I ain't afraid of anything, skating like a speed freak, I'll knock you into next week. Running from the 5-0, grinding through the shallow, jumping over fences, following my senses, pushing down the main street, skating like a speed freak, thunder and some lightning, demons that are fighting.